Hello. Hello once again. My name is Santiago Uribe Cardona. For the ones that don't know it, if you haven't seen this video, if you haven't seen the previous video, go look it before you watch this video about the Crete and Mooney District cello class that I'm leading. I have the fortune to be leading. All of the students are doing quite wonderfully. There are some of them that I have not seen in a while, and maybe one or two that haven't got their instruments. But yeah, anyway, in the last few weeks we have had a few issues with the Monday class, which will be Mooney and Talala. Because President's Day happened, and we're gonna still have some more Monday holidays, and there was a snow day that I wasn't notified about. Um, so I want to make this kind of videos just to supplement the education that I try to impart in the classroom. But sometimes, uh, you know, we run into some hiccups in the class. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing amazing and go watch the first video. My name is Santiago. Once again, I'm in my apartment in Chicago. I am the cello professor at Crete and Mooney districts of 5 high schools, 5 elementary schools. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So yeah, we have been talking about a few concepts of playing the cello with the students. Of course, if you watch the first video, we talk about posture. It's always important to stretch before we approach the instrument. We have a little routine that we do in class. They know we stretch from top to bottom, the neck, the shoulders, which are muscles that are really involved. We do the forearms like this, like that. We interlock our fingers because these are muscles that we use quite a bit to play the instrument. So it's really important to stretch once again, because we're athletes. We are small muscle athletes at the end of the day, and it's quite important that we keep those muscles stretched. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I'm just gonna keep it rolling. I hope I can wrap things up quickly. Um, I was in a Chicago Symphony concert this past week. It was wonderful. They played Bruckner Fort. It was amazing. I sat on at the terrace all the way to the back, and if you don't know about the Chicago Symphony Brass, well, you better know it, because it's just a drive away. I can get y'all tickets to the symphony if y'all willing to make the drive. I unfortunately can only get y'all a couple free tickets for some concerts. But if any of my students' family watching me, I would like to come to the symphony, I will be more than happy. I mean, I won't be playing. My teacher will be playing, but you will be able to hear an amazing orchestra just if you make the drive. Unfortunately, as I said, I only get 2 tickets, but I will be more than happy to introduce any of my students and a guardian to the world class symphony they have, just like a 40-minute drive away from them. Anyway, said I wanted to wrap things up, but I just wanted to say that. Okay, so we sit while we play the cello again. It's one of the few instruments that we do have to sit while we play. So we have to find ways. Sorry, let me take this out. We do have to find ways to sit very comfortably with the instrument in a very healthy way, that we can sit hours and hours and hours and hours. I am a professional musician, so I have been fortunate to be involved in projects that have feature some of the masterworks of the repertoire. as well as modern pieces, and some of those rehearsals can stretch for anywhere from a couple hours to 5 6 hours depending on the country. Some countries like to rehearse 6 hours a day. We don't do that here, but anyway. So that being said, once again, our bag needs to be straight, as I repeated to all of my students. We have to find a good chair, of course. Again, as I said, a flat sitting bed on the chair. If not, you can put a little cushion so it can lift you up. We do have to think about ourselves as a tree. Again, our head is the branches and the leaves, and it's always pointing towards the sun, trying to get as much sunlight. And our feet happen to be roots the roots of the tree, and we are very, digging into the ground, not pushing down, but feeling that connection with the ground through a very flat sole of your feet on the ground. Okay, that being said, we sit with the cello like this. We have to take this little stick. It's called the end pin. We do have to take it out. We have talked about that it's gonna be somewhere around the length of your palm, or twice as that depending on the chair, but just feel free to experiment and play around with it to find a position that is comfortable to you, again, while sitting in the way we have discussed before. So yeah, let me move fast forward to the topics we have been discussing in the last week. So it has come to my attention that some of the students do not have a lot of knowledge on general music education. In the sense that, I teach the instrument, but there's also a really important part of it, which is about teaching them music, and like music theory, and how do the notes work, and how do the rhythms work, and how do we as humans perceive a rhythm, and how have we found a way to like put rhythm on a page and put notes on a page. And that also takes a long time. I will be more than happy to assist any students with any questions they have about music theory. More than happy to answer any questions about that. But for the matter of this class, we are using a different method, because it's gonna take a long time to have them being able to read. And although I am incorporating some of those elements in the class, and we're like clapping to rhythms, and understanding what the 4-step dance that we have talking in class is, and what a 4-beat measure is, and that the fact that music is made out of silences and sound, and all of that. So if your kids still have any questions on that, please let me know, and I will be happy to re-explain some of the concepts that we have talked about in class. Again, I feel very fortunate. I am very passionate about this. I feel very, very fortunate to be able to, start somebody from scratch on understanding such a beautiful instrument as the cello, and also explaining them some musical concepts, because I have some ideas about that. So, moving fast forward, again, we talk about parts of the instrument. Now, what is important to know is the names of the strings. So the names of the strings in the cello are A, D, G, and C. However, while I was growing up, the way I was taught it was La, re, sol, do. La, re, sol, do. However you want to call it. I prefer this method because I wouldn't teach you something I don't do. Literally, when I'm playing, what it's going on in my brain, I'm just doing solfege, and I think it's a really important skill to teach a kid because it helps them read music and understand it in their brain in a way that it's very useful for many things. So yeah, uh, my main purpose with them is for them to be able to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which is like a big you know setting stone of musical ideas and technique on the instrument because it's using a song most of us know and most of us heard, so they are able to replicate it on the instrument, right? And also the birthday song, but the birthday song is for later. So yeah, I'm gonna play it for you guys, and then I'm gonna explain what goes on in my brain. Okay, so again, this video can be quite a little long. Again, I just want to be able to supplement some of the materials that we have discussed in class and talk about them here so you can, work on them on your own. So what do we have here? We have talked that the strings on the cello, the names are La, Re, Sol, Do. Or from bottom to top, Do, So, Re, La. Sorry, Chicago is crazy all of the time, so there's like something going on. Okay, so that being said, to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, we need to use only the top strings, which are gonna be La and Re. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna draw it like I've been explaining it on the board. Okay. I need my Apple Pencil. Great. Sorry about that, everybody. I promise I'm gonna try to wrap things up as quickly as I can. So, the cello has 4 strings, right? And the thickest is C or Do. This is G or Sol. This is Re. Sorry. Oh. This is D or Re, and this is A or La. I don't know if you can see it. Do, so, Re, La. It might be inverted. I'm so sorry. I'll do my best. Again, so back to the instrument. The thinnest string is La, and the second one is Re. So this video might be 20 minutes long, okay? I'm gonna try to wrap things up, but this is important that they know. Okay, so we have La, Re, Sol, Do. Or from bottom to top, Do, So, Re, La. The thickest string is Do, the second thickest is Sol, the second thinnest is Re, and the thinnest is La. Watch that again as many times as you need, okay? So, alright. You guys' cello have tapes. there's one tape here, there's one tape here, there's another one here, and there's another one here. There's gonna be 4 tapes. Mark, I know yours has 3, so bear with me. Yours have 1, 2, 3. We're not gonna use the 4th one right now, so don't look at it, don't think about it. Mr. C, what's that? Don't ask me. I don't know. I won't tell you right now. We're only gonna focus on the first 3. So the one that is closest to your mouth, the one that this is the second one, and there is a third one. We have talked how do we put the fingers on the fingerboard. The fingerboard, remember, is this piece of wood right here. Okay, these are the fingers. Remember when I asked you guys, do you have Legos? Do you own any Legos? Do you have any Lego man or woman laying around at home? How do their hands look like? They look like that. So that's exactly the way you're gonna put your hands on the fingerboard. Lego man, remember, I always advocate for a round thumb. I tell them every time, is your thumb round in the back? Usually it's not, so check on that. Okay, so with my first finger, I'm gonna put it like this. First finger, I'm gonna put it on the first tape. The first tape, the one that's right here, not the one here or here. The first tape, the one closest to my mouth. If the first tape is not close to your mouth or next to your mouth like this, then maybe you have to set up in a different way. Please watch this video. First tape, you're gonna put your finger right there. Right, that's gonna be me. Remember, when you hear do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, that's what we're talking about. So don't freak out about the names of these things. We're just learning the scales. We're learning where the notes are. Okay, bear with me. So we've talked about what an open string is. An open string is when I play a note. When I play a string and I don't put any finger down. That's an open string. I don't use this hand. Forget about this hand. Anything I can play, open string. When I can put a finger down, that's a whole different note. So if this note that we have learned, la, re, sol, do, if I go to the re string, second thinnest, remember, second thinnest. What's the thinnest? What's the second thinnest? Re, that's your D, okay? Concentrate, Terence. Re. The first tape, that's gonna be me on the re string. My first finger, the first tape, that's gonna be me. Remember, re, open, mi, first finger. Now to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, we're gonna go use the second tape with the ring finger. So remember what I told you. Ignore the second finger right now. We're not gonna use it until we learn the birthday song. Okay, so re, open string, mi, the first tape with the first finger, pointer finger. Now I put the second down, and the third I put it on the second tape. There's gonna be a tape right here. So after the first tape, there's gonna be a space for the second finger, and your third finger, you're gonna put it on the second tape. It's confusing now, so watch that again. Okay, now the third tape, tape number 3, if you count it from your mouth down, it's 1, 2, 3. On the third tape, with your pinky, remember this, when you use your pinky or your third finger, all of your other fingers have to be down. So when I'm playing with the first finger, all of these are off. When I'm playing with the second, it's the first and the second. Advanced cello players do different things, but for now we're gonna stick to this. Please bear with me. bear down. Okay, second tape, remember, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put my ring finger. Third tape, pinky. And I'm gonna do that thinking, open, 1, 3, 4, 4, 3, 1, open. Remember, what's happening, what's the mechanism, what's happening, the mechanism. Open string, first finger on the tape, third finger, and the second one drops with it, like this. This is gonna be third finger, and this is gonna be fourth finger. Now, what's happening musically? Re, mi, fi, sol. Remember the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, there are notes in between those notes, and we're gonna talk about that later. But remember how a piano looks. The piano has white keys and black keys. So we're learning songs that use the black keys. Songs that only use do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do only use the white keys. We're learning this song that uses the black keys, so bear with me. Don't ask me why right now. We're gonna talk about that later. So we're talking about a scale that starts with re. Re, mi, fi with the ring finger, with the pinky on the third tape, sol. Then la. Remember when we said the names of the string, la, re, sol, do. Okay, once again, wait. Again, re, mi, fi, sol. Tapes. Then on the last string, they have other names. La, ti, di, re, la, ti, di, re. You understand that? Look at that again. La, ti, di, re, di, ti, la, and sing it while you play it. So now look at that again as many times as you have to watch it. 1, 3, 4 on the D string, 1, 3, 4 on the A string. What are those notes? Re, mi, fi, sol, la, ti, di, re, di, ti, la, sol, fi, mi, re. Look at that again, rewatch it. If it takes you an hour, I don't care. So now, to wrap things up, we're gonna talk about Twinkle Twinkle. How does that apply to Twinkle Twinkle? A scale is a parameter that we use in music to define what notes we're gonna use in a song. So with the scale we just play, which is, we're gonna play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And this is what's gonna happen in my brain. Look at this. Re, re, la, la, ti, ti, la, so, so, fi, fi, mi, mi, re, la, la, so, so, fi, fi, mi, la, la, so, so, fi, fi, mi, re, re, la, la, ti, ti, la, so, so, fa, fa, mi, mi, re. So that's how those two things correlate. Okay, so I know there's a lot of things to think about in this video, but I think I'm gonna leave things right there. Again, if you have any questions, please reach out. Please. I really want this to go well for all of the kids. They all are so excited about learning the cello, and I'm really happy to teach them the instrument. I just really want to do it right. I really want to do it right this time for all of them because they deserve it. So thank you as a parent for giving them a music education, and thank you for you as a student to pursuing a music education, because it's gonna be one of the greatest gifts in your life. Once you're a musician for life, and it never leaves you. So have a great day. Namaste.